Okay, so we're back. We're about to build our lasagna. Now we're making something a little bit different. My wife and I follow the primal blueprint, which is basically no grains. So we're not using pasta in the middle of our lasagna, we're using eggplant. So if you want to do that, I've just given it a light fry on either side just to soften it up a little bit. Now if you're using dry lasagna sheets, the pasta, whatever the packet says, they need to be soaked for a couple of minutes in boiling water. Otherwise, by the end of your lasagna, it's still going to be a little bit hard and crunchy. And obviously, you don't want that. If you're using fresh pasta sheets, you don't need to worry about soaking them. So now, before we add this, I'm just going to add a final layer of flavour, some olive oil. Now, don't be too stingy with it. You don't need heaps though. Just a decent drizzle. And that just gives it that final bit of body and lift. So, good stir around. There's still plenty of sauce. We'll turn this down. Okay, so we get our ladle. Turn this off. Ow. And I probably should have thought of this before, but you should preheat your oven. We're going at 180 degrees. I'll just do that now. Okay, that layer's looking good. So, the next layer of eggplant. You can see how soft this is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now what you're probably going to ask is, where's the bechamel sauce? If you want to add bechamel sauce, obviously that's part of a traditional lasagna, go for your life. I don't really mind too much if a lasagna doesn't have it and I can't be bothered making it normally. And odds are, if you're busy, neither can you. So it's not really that big of a deal. One more layer of eggplant. So as you can see, that's a kilo of meat, and that's made a lot. This is actually for my wife's lunch for the week, and I dare say it'll last her most of the week. As you can see, it's actually above the rim of the oven pan. Just try and squash it down a little bit. Okay, and finally, of course, we need cheese. Now obviously you don't need this much cheese, but I'm a massive cheese lover. Okay, so finishing up from that, we covered that in foil, 40 minutes in an oven on 180 degrees. After 40 minutes, take the foil off, leave it in for another 10 so the cheese can crisp up, and in the next segment we'll show you the finished product.